This chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, crap. What just happened? Heal yourself now.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh,
It's
come on.
violating your backside.
What? I got damage help from that. The chair is so uncomfortable. It hurt my bottom. Alright guys, we're just gonna go right into it. This is Disco Elysium. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the best. And I believe we're at the office. Just trying to talk to the boss of the union, I believe. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Every worker, member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. And the bottom, the union logo, and demand democracy.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Ooh.
It's
You know what that means.
unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Unfortunate for them.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Ilmara. Muindi. Two kinds of transactions materials.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
A little side note, I just saw that we got an update. We got the hobo perk finished. Can't wait to try that out. Browse through the folders. Evolution. Force yourself to go through the folders. Okay. 58%. Hopefully we can do it.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are.
What
how
the heck?
unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
Focusing through not focusing.
Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Hermeneutics. What does that mean? Quick search. Hermeneutics. Remember guys, if you guys are playing this game, Google is your best friend or a handy dictionary. Either or. The branch of knowledge that deals with interpretation, especially of the Bible or literally texts. What is the purpose of hermeneutics? Primary need of hermeneutics to determine and understand the meaning of biblical text. Okay. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Could I actually focus through not focusing? And yeah, I think you could do that. Kind of like when you go to sleep. Let's start with number 1.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
All right, let's close the drawer.
Drawer slides shut.
Accounting mystery. What do we got?
Hobocop.
Yeah. Hobocop.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume? where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear. Learning cap for shivers raised to 6. What? Is this serious? Like, if you become a hobo, then the cop chapter is over. What? That's so funny. Okay. But if we forget it, then we would have to spend a skill point. Let's just keep it in there. I need to unlock one of these. Okay, let's see. What's over here? Postcard. The Hardin. Let's go this way. What's over there? Magnesium. +1 morale. Sunglasses. Neat office shades. Visual calculus. -1 on drama. Very cool. See if we can put it on. Where's the no, items. Sorry. Yeah, let's put a yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. White tank top. Oh my gosh, white physical instrument. No, let's go back to the we could wait, we gonna actually be naked? No clothes. Just the tie. Just the tie. Alright, let's put this back on. Conceptualization is pretty good. Comes in handy. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. You can get some money off that. Alright. What else do we got back here? Book La Fume, Volume 1, Number 4. Use interact button and ventures to spec the book. Not right now. Giant aspirant on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
To make a phone call? We don't need to make a phone call right now. Let's go upstairs. Need to pass time, buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. So that book we found, that would be helpful for that. Somebody's jacket.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Lieutenant, I think that's mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
You think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
How did it get here?
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Wow. Okay. The cloak will give its life. It will protect us. for good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got a coat. And glasses. What is that? Collecting rainwater. This place is huge. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. A lot of drinking going on and smoking.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
That's where Renee, that's his booth?
You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around. Let's have a seat and rest.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
What happened? What happened to our it turned just black? Breathe deep.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Search for a little something to help you out.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
No. Why?
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction.
Oh no.
Critical flatulence, watery blood.
Why would anybody want to take that?
Black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
Uncontrollable weeping and increased sensitivity to La Opera.
Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
I'm a cop. I have cop things to do. Murders to solve. People to help. Kim's counting on me. Disco, mirror balls, kick-ass moves. Boogie beat. Oh my goodness. I went up to a woman and actually said I want to have F with you earlier. What the heck is wrong with me? I hope I'm not by taking this painkillers. I don't see what the big deal is. This sounds pretty normal to me. I'm scared I'll never be held or loved in this world again. Oh. Let's go with number 1.
The enormity of the case before you dwarfs the list of side effects. You can't even see the side effects anymore. They're nothing to you.
Kim, would you mind if I help? No. Get up. He might need it.
You stand and exit the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the picture, but can I put it back?
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
A couple. Oh.
René looks like he's about to smile. This photo...
Why did you take that picture of René?
The lieutenant asked, glancing at the photo. I'm gonna ask him about it. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence and make an artistic photo collage, Kim. Can I just put it back?
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
I was thinking maybe putting it back because I'm sure he's gonna rip our head off if I show that to him. Alright, fine. We can ask him about it. Let's leave.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Evidently. Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
It must have been pretty hard. Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
That's why my jacket was here. This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. I'm still not completely convinced it was me. I must have been an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Let's go with number 4.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, alright. For now, let's just move on.
It looks pretty advanced. For now, let's just leave.
This is the night one.
Yeah. So funny. Oh my gosh. What was I doing here? Was I by myself? I must have been with somebody. A composite eye of halogen lights washes over you, emitting a low buzz. All around you, great machines in quiescence. White pine trees are printed into the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. What is that?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Allumé on étendre. Up with a loud
Press
grind.
march.
The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. What does that do? Crane control. Question is, can we open it? What's inside? Oh. Did I mess it up? What's going on?
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has
Been fulfilled. Its purpose, what do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its original position.
It does not move at
Does
all. Alright. Let's see what happens if we can interact with it. Let's see what's over here. Money! Nosafed. Healing item. I would use that right now, but considering that the time is almost 9 o'clock, I think we can just get some sleep soon and heal ourselves.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Inspect the container. Maybe there's a contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that.
Okay?
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Knock on the door.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside.
Let's open the
You
door.
attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Alright, fine. We're leaving. I guess I thought we could interact with it. But what I want to do is push it back.
A rusting no
See what
screech of
happens.
metal when you push the button. This
Oh,
crane
no.
doesn't- no screech of-
Nothing. I guess that's over for us. Whoa. Whoa. The shipyard ahead, it's oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. More painkillers? Money! Hey, hopefully we can afford a bed. A hotel room. This speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize. I didn't get to read the rest. Sorry. Half-light. Yeah, we got some new gloves. Just check it out. Look at that. Would you look at that? Pretty cool. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Blood does have that smell, that iron smell. Industrial-sized thermos smells like burnt coffee. More money. That's a lot of money here. Should probably not take them all. What is it? Is that guy floating? Looks like he's floating. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Soon, oh soon, the green is gone and everything is red. Let's see if we can talk to him.
Container, container, I'll
Easy,
turn
Leo.
you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Mundi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Hey!
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there.
Who's
How
Evrart?
can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent
Aw.
reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
The scabbing kind. You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Sheep and other animals.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
I'm making some covers for the containers, so it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. He waves the containers. Covers? Are those covers? What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him. This is a red check. Let's try it, sure.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow. Red is so much prettier than drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I had to break this bonding moment. But the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery.
Oh
which
my
means this
gosh.
strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Red concerns mean they're replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means the strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon. Oh, okay. Where's everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Wow.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friend get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boy stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling him to take some time off.
Well, what did they actually do? Really? Did they kill someone? Ooh. Oh. Titus and his friends.
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellet. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away.
All right.
Actually,
Mr.
Miss
Edgar.
Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
You keep yourself busy. Easy, Leo. Hold on. Who's Miss Beaufort you mentioned? I'm pretty sure this was...
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
She's the lawyer?
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh, that's why he got sad.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Evrart trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
Oh, Leo.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinaise, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh. That's really good. He seems like a sweetheart. What's in that container over there? Point at the container suspended from the crane man. Arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
All right, Kim. You told me. Number 5, I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Evrart then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately. So Mr. Edgar must be like his brother.
Guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinaise what it is today. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Oh. You guys did? Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man. Why? Because he's about to tell the whole story?
Oh, Mr. Evrart is usually in his office, of course. But you gotta be quick if you want to see him. He leaves around 10 p.m.
Oh, crap. It's 21... It's almost 10 p.m.
Bye-bye now.
Alright. Thanks, Leo. See you around. Most people settle for bed after 9 or not long after. At night, the streets are emptier. By 2 o'clock, everyone's asleep. You gotta hurry up. Oh, he's here. Coffee and the giant thermoses is like still look warm. A stair made of pallets leading up. He's typing away. Whoa, big guy. A taxidermy fish that tells time. This dude's big.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk.
A walrus of a
From
man.
his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in the tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk. He knows our names.
I'm Evrart Claire, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you in the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks.
I'll do my
I'll
best.
do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Dude, does he still not know that's his name? Take a seat. I'd rather stand. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
Forget about
Forget about it. Filter it out.
it. All right, take a seat, or I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very
Let's do
well,
number 2.
Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves. Oh my.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
Oh wow. Okay.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Wow. All right, let's take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious. This chair is uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, crap. What just happened? Heal yourself now.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh,
It's
come on.
violating your backside.
What? I got damage help from that. The chair is so uncomfortable. It hurt my bottom.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10.
This should take care of that nonsense.
So, wait. So if I didn't heal myself, I could have died from just sitting down? I probably could have gotten another heart attack. That is so freaking funny. Alright, this should take care of that nonsense. He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Thank you, Evrart. Take the comically large check. But don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. Leave the check. You can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass. I don't know what to do. I should probably not take money. Keep it. I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts then.
He crosses his arms in his arm pole midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
How does he know so much about our business?
The world is swallowed by a black hole
I got a
of fear.
lost morale.
Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Only 2 words escape. How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right.
What the heck? He knows everything.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim, don't panic. Crap. It's 17%. The chair is killing you. -2. This is a red check. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's gonna happen. No. Challenging. I don't know what to do. What if I choose this? Will I die?
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Oh, he's having a panic attack.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Chill. Chill, dude, chill.
Mr. Dubois!
He's...
Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his finger, but no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Let's go with number 1.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
What the heck, Kim? Help me out.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Yeah, he's Mr. Dubois. That's not me. Nah, I'm good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands over your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sip upright. I'm melting. Let's go with number 1 and let's call him Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
What the heck?
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Are you called me Mr. Dubois? Why? Could you help me get a body down from a tree? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. What's in the container outside that's outside your office? All right, let's see. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Let's go with number 2.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Evrart, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game
Yeah,
is
he's got a
first.
game going. My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
What does he have in that big fat folder?
I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Ah, that's so funny because the narrator is answering my questions.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Evrart over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
58%. This is a red check. Okay, let's get to straight. What is my full name? Do you know where I live? Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? What kind of a cop does it say I am? Where'd you get that folder? Don't just jump on the folder, it says. Alright, let's talk about other Maras for a moment.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Could you help me get a body down from a
You
tree?
might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Claire, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader. Help your community out. Yeah, the belt thing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race science. He's had enough of that.
He hangs up and turns back to you. So he must have heard... What the heck? This guy knows everything. He must have heard my entire conversation with Measurehead.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help
See?
you.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun
Yeah.
hostage.
What if he has it? I will not be blackmailed with his gun business. Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage? I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Don't this doesn't mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back. Let's do number 2.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
Wow.
I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM
What?
in a good light.
That's not true. I've been trying to look for it. I was just talking to that girl on the phone.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun.
Something about his voice or his acting, the way how he speaks, it's very I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel it's condescending. Right?
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
But
There's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
that's okay.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life. You heard wrong, Everett. We're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door opening machines?
Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Whose door is it? He's trying to get us to open a door. For what? So that we can interview him, right? I think is that what's going on, right? So like a favor for a favor. Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You
My
look
phys-
like you could run around all day.
My physique on this particular game is the lowest.
You want to send someone a message that
And
the
in
police
reality-
are working for you.
You want to send a message that the police are working
I
for you.
repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi.
So busy.
And therefore, I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you didn't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Damn. Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about the murder. I can't accept this thing. Refuse to tax for now. What?
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
Crap. Should I have done that?
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
What is he talking about? Just open the door. Don't go in. I'm definitely gonna go in. Alright. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
I really believe in the race mystery, and I'm glad I was given this chance. I hope one day I'll be able to contribute. I'm not a race people. I just listened to some of the things he had to say. It was a tactic. I needed to get in somehow. It's not like I'm a racist now. Yeah, I'm a big racist, basically like that in my head all the time. It was a tactic.
Of course, Harry. Of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it.
He winks at you.
No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
That's... He is so interesting. Well-informed man, information reaches me before I even get a chance to request it. People just tells him things. What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to Valsen Crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing us.
Like smooth talk the container. Hey, I need you to open for me, please. You good-looking container. I wanted to go over a couple of things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
Let's get this straight. What's my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois. Let's do it. That's number 2.
Fine, Harry. You can even be Harry Raphael Dubois de Costo, or whatever you choose to be.
Lieutenant covers his face.
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Do you know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Do you know anything about my family?
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I don't think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. You're right. I don't. Let's see. Let's go with number 2. Sure.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What kind of a cop does it say I
Harry,
am?
you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
That's what I like about you, Evrart. You get me.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
What is this? What is going on?
The giant neon sign reading Harry Dubois, hanging from the Cavalson crane, can be seen all the way to Jamrock. Somewhere in Mirova, a beautiful woman sees the bright glow on the horizon and says to herself, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have left him."
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I love it. I shouldn't have... Oh, my goodness. I shouldn't have left Harry. I've always known that he was gonna be a superstar. Where'd you get that folder?
This? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
Really?
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Let's go at number 6. Have another look at that folder. Oh, wow. It increased. 72%. Read. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it can actually increase as we go along. That's why it gave us a like a warning that says probe first. Do some probing. Read shipping folders before blah, 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 +1. Have another look at that folder.
As you look at the folder, Evrart covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Ah, okay. What does that mean? Succeeded. Medium 11. Your total is 15. Drama 3. 4 plus 6 is 10. Modifiers plus 2. I don't really get that. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Including you.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau.
Just
like
a
I
name.
said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
Ah, good. Okay. Good. He was trying to play a little game, thinking that he knows us, but really he doesn't.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Alright, well, I'm going to leave for now.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Take care, Evrart. Let's talk to Kim.
We should think about calling it today, maybe. Nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet,
You should take care of that then.
but I don't
Let's
have the
talk
money.
to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Where are you gonna sleep?
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Oh. Thanks, Kim. He's the best. Alright, let's get out of here. How much is it to spend the night over there? We got $8. Oh, I mean, I should say 8 real. We're getting there. Piling up them cash. Cash money. Cash money millionaire. Okay, that's enough for now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. So finally, like, how many episodes is this already? We just now getting soon. We're not even there yet, but we're almost there to getting the body down. Took us the entire day. In-game day. But anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next one. As always, take care. Peace.